Good day everyone. Now I am going to present my instructional material. But before that, let's tackle what type of instructional material that I use. So on my instructional material, I think it is an authentic type of IMS, no, where children have a chance to see how the topic works, no, in which I use visual material that has been created or developed creatively, no. And for the topic that I use on my instructional material, I use the four types of sentence, which are the declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. And now let's proceed to the materials, no. So here are the materials that I use. I use cartoon, cartolina, neon paper, scissor, glue, pentel pen, and hours of preparing this kind of instructional material. So I think I use 10 hours making this kind of instruction. And for the steps of preparing this kind of instructional material, first, as you can see, no, I cover the cartoon with cartolina. Of course, I use white cartolina and glue. It can be Elmer's glue or what is this? Stick glue, no? And I'll also make sure that I cover all the existing features of the carton. And as you can see on the second picture, no, I cut some neon paper, of course, and I make sure that the measurements are equal. Of course, when you are going to have an instructional material or to make an instructional material, it is really significant that all the features are equal, no? And third, as you can see, I already faced my design. And I am really objective, of course, in choosing what color that would appropriate for my instructional material, or what color is suited, no? What color is, what is this? Interactive or catchy. And for the fourth, no, I already write my topic, no? And I paste it. And as you observe, I use font and font size that is readable, no? And after that, I cut another neon paper, then I connect all the types of sentence. And for the fifth step, no, I review every part of the box if there are any unfinished features. Now, of course, when you are going to present your instructional material, it is really essential that you check, no, that you review it, no, and before you present it, of course. Okay, so this is my instructional material. So I named it Pull Me Up. So it is the fourth type of sentence using pull-up box. Now, if you will ask on how to use this kind of IMS, so you just need to pull it up. So when you are going to discuss, so you just need to pull it up. Then when you already pull out the fourth type of sentence, then you just need to hang it on the blackboard. Then you will be able to discuss each of the sentence. Then if you ask what is the tiny thing on the fourth picture or the orange thing, so it is the example of each sentence. So you just need to pull it out. So ihilahin nyo lang siya sa gilid, then you will be able to see or to read the examples. So this is my instructional material, so it is easy to use and it is accurate to any other topic that you can use. So now let's proceed to the advantage and disadvantage of this kind of instructional material. So for the first advantage, no, this is useful for teacher who prepare to use this kind of instruction material. So I think there are some teachers, no, who really want to use or want to develop or create an instructional material, but now that we are on the midst of pandemic, no, I think they are more influenced on the technology or the digital type of instructional material. But during the face-to-face class, no, you can observe that there are teachers, no, who really prefer to use this kind of instruction material where they are able to create, no, to develop, no. And second advantage, it make children more participative, since this kind of instruction material is really eye-catchy or eye-catching rather, no, they will be able to be more participative since they are curious of what is this type of instructional material. And third, it is good for children who are far and nearsighted. Like what I've said earlier, I use font and font size that is readable. That is good for children who are far and nearsighted. And for the fourth advantage, it expresses the teacher's creativity. Of course, this kind of instructional material will make the children or the teacher more, more creative, no? They will express their ability to create or to make an instructional material. And of course, as a 21st century teacher, it is really essential that that we are creative, since this is one of our biggest asset as a future educator. And for the disadvantage, no, I think this is time consuming, not to use but to make. So like what I've said earlier, I use 10 hours to make this one. So this is really a disadvantage, but this is not time consuming to use, since this is easy to use, no. This would help the teacher to make her what is this topic more easy, no. And for the second disadvantage is it is labor intensive to use and make. Why? Since you need a lot of effort when you are going to use this kind of instructional material, since you need to pull it out, you need to pull it up, no. So there's a lot of effort that you can do. And when you are going to make this one, of course, this is really a labor intensive kind of instructional material, since you need to cover it up, no, you need to cover it with the cartolina, you need to cut, no. So there's a lot of effort that you can do when you are going to use this kind of instructional material. And if you will ask what is the effectivity of this instructional material, so for the effectiveness of this, this is quite engaging, since children would be able to witness on their own, no, when they are going to touch it, to see it, to read it, or to hear it on their own, no. So it will be possibly use their multi-sensory skills, no. At the same time, this is a kind of realistic concept of instructional material, no, where they were able to touch it, no. And of course, the effectivity of this is depend on how the teacher connect herself with her instructional material, no. It is essential that a teacher know how to handle, no, how to connect herself with her instructional material. That is one of the significant part of it, no. A teacher is really the one who have the ability to convey correctly her information with the use of this kind of instructional material. And I think that's all. I hope you learned something, and I hope you like my instructional material. So that's all. Thank you.